You need to take a hit of this, though. Mango, man. Now, come on, man.
He said I gotta take a hit of it.
Yeah, take a hit of it.
Ooh. All right, so you gotta tell him where we at. Where we at?
We're at Paris Banh Mi on Greenwich, you know. I think probably one of my favorite, like, banh mi places, honestly. I'm about to put you on, yeah. I'm about to put you on, bro.
See, this is the first time I've ever been here, so...
He gave me two suggestions. I'm like, I've already been here, bro.
Don't even tell him what the suggestions were, bro. They're terrible.
Oh, you just poke a hole right there, bro.
Oh, right here? Okay, hold on.
See, he's foreign to this. What am I saying?
Yo, this is one of the best mango slushies I've ever had. Like, straight up, I'm not lying.
So I told him to drink it because it started melting. I was like, bro, you better get in on it. It has that, like, texture. It's, like, perfect in between.
Oh, this is fire. This is really good. All right.
We've never met each other in town, bro.
We've never met each other, so this is another episode of Humble Talks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my platform. And man, who are you, man? Let's start off with that. Who are you?
My name's Kai. Okay. So I was born and raised here. I'm 25, just turned 25, not a couple months ago. And then a serial entrepreneur, so I have multiple businesses, not only just from Amazon that most people hear me from. I also mentor people from that, and then also now I do private lending as well as some real estate. So I've been buying land on like Andover area. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
that's awesome.
And then, I mean, just a little gift, you know, I got a little AP.
Okay, a little AP.
I had to flex for a little bit, you know. But we got to stay humble. You know.
But this is the real AP. This ain't, you know.
This ain't no more stuff.
This ain't no one that you ordering, you know, off the internet coming from China. No disrespect, but
5-year warranty.
Come on, man. It came with the papers, you know what I mean? Came with the papers. All right, so we're going to start off with the food, man.
We got him some dak viet banh mi, so it's like a special combination of like all the meats. We said no jalapenos because jalapenos here are like super fresh, so hot. I can't handle that. Oh yeah.
There's a lot going on in there, bro. I'm excited.
Now you gotta have the first bite, bro. I've already been here, so I'm not gonna fake my
reaction.
This
is one of his favorite places. So, all right, you ready?
Yeah,
the moment of truth.
Go ahead, bro. Take a big bite. Maybe get some meat in there. He might need another bite. Oh, it's good.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I didn't expect it to be this good. I'm being serious.
Hey.
Hold on.
Mind blowing, man. Yeah, I had to put them on. We literally debated back and forth between grilled pork or all. I was like, try all, bro. Like all combinations. See where it goes.
Yo, this is fire.
I'm doing free advertisement for this place.
Oh my, absolutely, yeah. Y'all better be good. This is, for real, this is fire. This is good. I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people get scared when you show them something.
Yeah.
Because they're like, man, there's a lot of vegetables, there's a lot going on. I've learned something in the restaurant business. The meal is made that way because of all the flavors and textures and everything. So it's not beneficial to like unless you're allergic, right?
Yeah.
But it's not beneficial to order something and then start taking stuff off that you think you don't like, because all of it together, it makes it what it is, right?
You have to like let it blend, you know?
Yo, this is fire. All right.
Put them on.
I'm gonna keep chomping on this. So let's ask some questions about you real quick.
Ah, shit, bro.
What do your parents do?
So they're both retired now. So.
Because you retired them.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
My mom used to nurse my grandma, so that was a thing. They would pay for that. I know. I was like, oh wow. So you just basically have to sign yourself up for like a program to have them. You basically clock in your hours at home or whatever. So whatever you were doing, so like whether it be like making food for them, taking them to bed, you would clock those in, and then they'd pay you based on the amount of time and whatnot.
Gotcha.
And then my dad used to be an interior designer at Textron.
Okay.
So.
Dang.
Yeah.
They retired them both.
Yep.
So what are they doing now?
My dad just be doing garden work outside, just be chilling, and then my mom just be cooking, watching, what is it, Viet dramas and not K dramas and like that, but like
just Viet dramas.
Yeah, Viet dramas. Yeah.
Okay,
so she'd be chilling, and I mean, hey, I come home, I have some nice food. That's good, you know. They have a nice little cozy home. I'll probably leave that to them as like
absolutely,
because it is their home. For the most part, I kind of want to build mine. Like, I kind of want like an elevator.
What do you want?
Like, I want an elevator, bro. Like, ever since that GTA moment, like where you have like the garage where it's like well lit up.
Yeah.
Like, I want like an underground tunnel where it leads that way, and then an elevator up and down. You know.
So let me ask you this: so I would assume buying land, right? Building your house from the ground. Are we doing one elevator? Or are we doing two? Are we doing one on like the east side of the house and one on the west side of the house?
See, I didn't think that far. I was thinking just one central one that goes up, and then in the middle there's like a fountain console area, you know, for like a Gundam statue, because I'm like a big Gundam guy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Because I have a Rayquaza tat, and I also have a Gundam's.
Who does your artwork?
Toby.
Toby.
So
Tatted by Toby,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Shout out Tatted by Toby. He does mine too. Toby, you getting some promo on there for sure.
Yeah.
He's amazing. He's dope at what he does.
Good work, bro.
Absolutely. That's dope. Okay. So are we doing the elevator up and then downstairs? Is there like a secret basement with like a whole bunch of cars? Like, what's the deal?
I think so, yeah. I'm gonna make it like a bat
cave. Kind of like the bat cave?
Yeah. Because I kind of want like a giant lift system that like you can take your car up and down.
That'd be so dope.
And then you'll have your own elevator that plays like, I don't know, the generic elevator music.
That's so dope. So what got you into where you're at right now?
COVID, man. COVID really
Tell me about COVID.
Really set it off, bro. Because I mean, I was still high school. I mean, not high school, college student, you know.
Where'd you go to college at?
WSU. Okay. So I finished with a CS degree. It was all right.
Yeah.
But I finally learned in my junior year. I was like, we're all getting sent home. Yeah, you know.
Absolutely.
No one's doing like, no one can do anything really. I mean, you can, but you risk your family members being at risk and all that.
So COVID happened when you were actually in school.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
So it all just.
So like, what do they tell you? Like you just go one day and they're like, well, no more of this.
Yep, no more of that. So everything was switched to like Zoom calls. Everything went to like online homeworks. So instead of like paper homeworks where we'd have to take them home, fill it out or whatever. And every test was monitored by like, you know, everyone joins a whole Zoom meeting and then the teacher like basically watches you.
For sure.
So like they basically watch your browser or whatever, if you're doing anything on there, if you're cheating on there, whatever, right? But it just felt very weird and disconnected. I mean, in the downtime that, you know, we weren't doing schoolwork. Yeah. I mean, just playing Warzone all day at home.
Absolutely.
It finally just hit me and I'm like, what the heck am I doing with my life, you know? It's like, it didn't matter if I won or lost in a game anymore or hid in the bush at Fortnite and waited till like the final circle. At some point it just hit me that it just felt meaningless, you know? Well, yeah. not to that sense, but it's like I played hours, up to like 6-8 hours every day, rinse, repeat, because homework would only take like an hour or two. So like,
yeah,
there's only so much you can do if you can't leave the house, go work out. Like, I literally had to work out with like rice bags on either side and like a steel pole and shit, just trying to.
Everything was closed, bro. Just crazy.
Yeah, just getting something together. But then it ended up. I just got so bored. I told the homies on Discord, I was like, hey, I gotta hop off. I gotta make some money somehow, you know? Because I realized I was like, I don't really have much to show for it once I come back. Like COVID's lifted.
Absolutely.
Everybody got their stimulus check. You either you bought a Louis bag or whatever random stuff. You know?
Whatever you do with your money.
Yeah, right? Whatever you do with it, you know. All respect, but it came to the point where I'm like, that event changed nothing, you know. Like for me, if I weren't to do something.
Yeah.
So I started looking into like doing businesses, doing anything. So I started looking up stocks, all like everything. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Started learning the charts. Started learning like the nuances of everything.
When to buy, when to sell.
Yeah, like the bear trap, the fucking kangaroo charts, like the 3 triangles, like everything you can learn. And then I finally leveled up to the point where you start learning about options. So basically, it's like a higher level version. It's like a tier 2 where instead of normal stocks, where like if the stock's $100 and you go in $100,
correct,
and it goes up $1, so you make $1.
Correct.
You know, options is more. There's 2 ways you can either do calls or puts.
Yep.
So a call is like you're declaring that it's going to go up by this week, this month. You can you can set your calls to be weeks out, months out, year out. You know, but I mean, I started doing that with like Apple, Tesla, you know, SPY. Like,
oh, you going big?
Yeah, I was going.
Go big or go home.
I was making like $500-600 every day at some point.
Wild, bro.
Because COVID time, it was volatile.
Correct.
And in my mind, I was like, well, I can't go wrong if I just put some money, like the normal stock weight, into like cruise lines, airlines, and then riskier ones on like the actual S&P.
Absolutely.
And Apple and Tesla, like the main things, you know. And yeah, I mean, $500-600 a day was great, but then it made me realize I was like, well, when COVID's lifted, I ain't gonna have it that easy no more.
Correct.
You know? And that's where people were like, just kept going. But then in my mind, I was like, well, I'm a gamer at the end of the day, so I mean, I put a decent chunk into GameStop. Yep. Put a bunch into calls.
Okay.
I think it was at like $11 or something like that. But I put like, I put a bid for like $12 that it was gonna go up, and then yeah, for 5 years later down the road.
Yeah.
I forget about it, man. I go back to school because my whole goal was my parents just wanted degree, you know, get that degree.
Yeah, that's typical parents.
It's typical, yeah.
Because I mean, when they were growing up, that's what they viewed as successful.
They're looking out for you,
of course.
You know, and it's what they've grown up with and know.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame them, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you know. Because I'll tell you what, once I started that business, my mom was like talking mad trash. She's
I
like,
bet you, bro.
Don't do it. Like, why? Like,
don't do it. Why are you doing? You're wasting your time.
Yeah, just climb the corporate ladder, learn all the skill trades they have there, learn all the free stuff they have there. And I'm like,
don't work that way. Well, I mean, it does, but
but I don't want to see myself 40 years later, then finally getting a house. You know, like it's a feat to have a house now, let alone a supercar and then a sports car on top of that. As well as basically wearing a car on my hand.
Absolutely.
It's surreal. Like I still can't take it in, but like that's why when I pull up anywhere, I don't really like. That's my car.
Yeah,
you know, I'm
for sure.
just walking in. Like last time we went to Wingstop, like I just like for the 5 free wings or whatever the wing day. This old lady was just like, you're like so humble. Like you walk in there and you don't make a whole scene like that's mine. You know, you just go in, walk out, and then it made me realize I'm like, yeah, I don't really have the need to. You know, when someone got it, they got it. They don't gotta flash shiny Boysenite stuff, golden chains. You know?
Absolutely.
If you got 100%. It, you got it. You know, and you can hear by the way that they're talking and the way that they're presenting themselves to see if they have it. But I mean, GameStop hit it big.
You made some bread. Absolutely, you made some bread.
Yeah, some high double figures right there.
So like, what do you like? What do you tell like your friends? Like you're like, okay, so you're making this. You're making more than all your friends. Mm-hmm. Like, do you wake up one day and you're just like, yo, this is kind of crazy? Like, do you tell somebody? Do you keep it to yourself?
I told a couple of my close friends, but you finally realize, like...
Did they think it was cap? Like, bro, come on, man.
Yeah, well, they were like, give me some, or like, hey, bro, yeah, you know? And it's
that
cool.
don't work.
It's cool, like, buying them dinner and whatnot, but it's like, bro, let's start a business together. You got the money. And I was like... I started a clothing brand way back then too when I started, and I realized partnerships is like you have to
come on.
Friends in business you really have to separate, bro. Like
it's really tough.
I treated him as a friend, so I was like, oh yeah, bro, I'll pay the operating cost and you do all the design and you do all that stuff, and it just got complicated because it got to the point where it's like I'm doing all the work, bro. Like what the fuck? You know, and then it's like, bro, I'm paying for all this stuff. It's like,
absolutely,
do it. You know,
absolutely.
The power dynamic just wasn't there because it's like. I don't know realistically how much work he's putting in, and then he realistically doesn't know how much I'm funding everything.
Hold on real quick, sorry.
You're good.
My lady's blowing me up.
Oh man, bro.
All right, I'm good.
Are you good?
Oh, you're good, bro.
You're good, Brad. Yeah, I finally...
You were talking about partnerships,
That was my turning point where I was like, he was better off as a friend instead of a business partner. Because when you mix close friendships that are treated as friendships and not business, you didn't meet them through business, you met them as friends. Correct. So it gets real dicey if they're not in that mindset. And it kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword. Either they know where you're coming from and you know, like you guys are both on the same page to not treat the friendship into the business. Because sometimes, I mean, I'm pretty sure you've had it, bro. Like, give me a free shout out, bro, this and that. Yeah, all the time, you know, like the friend discount, this and that. But like, if it were to come to them, they probably want full price. They probably want the full thing. Yeah. So I learned the hard way. I was just like, hey man, I don't think we can do this clothing business anymore. It's my first failed business, but like it made me realize, okay, I dumped 10K into this and it failed. Yeah. But I had the mindset that this shit was gonna work. This was gonna work somehow, some way, whether it was through that or whatever. But once I did big on stocks, bro, I had to reevaluate. I'm like, okay, bro, I need it. But then, like, you know, some friends, I would tell them, but then I feel like a part of them just felt envious, not of me, but of, like, the fortune that came that way.
Correct.
You know? And it just sucks. It's like, dude, I was telling you as good news, not as, like, oh, yeah, you know, in your face.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, I did my trade, I got lucky, and then so what, you know? It's just like winning the lottery, you know? Like you can't really.
For sure.
It's fortune, but then the fortune is what shifts their mindset to being like, this guy thinks he's better than me now, this and that. It's like, no, but technically my money, you know? There's no way I'm like, unless you're my blood brother and you've done things for me, it's like it's kind of hard to like split it with them. But that's how I feel now, though. Like my circle, like my close friends, I just keep them as close friends. I don't ever really try to get them into business or whatever, because then they feel. I would feel bad because there's some animosity if that's at some point.
Correct.
If they don't follow through with it, or I don't
Absolutely
give them, or
is.
if I don't give them an edge that they should get, or whatever, because of a friendship, you know. So I'd rather just keep them as friends, bro. But the ones I meet as strangers, they understand we met for business, and then we become friends. See, going from a business relationship to a actual friend relationship changes the whole dynamic, because they understand business came first. We're businessmen first, so when it comes to this thing, we'll get it done. Yeah. But then when we want to hang out, we hang out, you know? And they understand. It takes money to make money.
Absolutely.
And people these days, I think it's because TikTok or just shorts or whatever, like the daily norm where everybody posts is like, oh yeah, you'll get rich by tomorrow, this and that, or you can set up your store for free. Nothing's free. I'm gonna tell you that much.
You can't run.
If something's free, it's like there has to be a catch.
I'll tell people right now too, like, you cannot run your business off of discounts, bro. like you can't give the homie hookup to everybody. If somebody really wants to support your business, they'll pay.
They'll do it free of charge. Well, they'll do it up front.
Absolutely.
They'll pay it forward.
You're good.
They'll pay it forward, you know? And that's what I learned. Complete strangers
will hand you money. Because that's the market. The people who you're looking to reach out to don't know you. The people who are gonna buy your product are people you don't know. That's why I tell people all the time, like, we always talk about the Wichita mindset. And like, man, we're stuck in Wichita. Nah. There's a whole world out there, man. There's a whole world.
Like, I don't know if you heard what happened to D. Adrian when he threw the basketball event and it all went sideways, you know?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's like, when you let, like, I'm not, like, saying it, but it's like, if you let people in for free and all that stuff, you know, it eventually, there's no boundaries, there's no respect, you know? Like, and that's the same way with friends. When you try to teach them for free, do this for free, do something for free, they'll take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
They absolutely will.
They have nothing to lose.
They have nothing, they have no skin. And also, if you are teaching them in that sense, you're also wasting your time now, because in the end, they could pull out and they'll be like, well, it was free. Yeah. But for you, you put in your hard time to be you put bro,
I want you hard time, money, celebrity status, everything on the line.
I want you to succeed. And then you just learn, bro. Some people just don't want it.
It's in order to be successful, you have to be willing to support somebody else. What I mean by that is not financially support, but you have to be able to root for others. You
have to be able to clap for others before it's your turn that they clap for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, there's so many people that they're just so stuck on them, and I tell them, I said, that's why you're never gonna go anywhere. You're so stuck on what you have going on.
I agree, bro. It's always the ones that think either A, they can do it all by themselves, and
impossible.
Impossible. Yeah. Impossible. Yeah, impossible. You try to hoard all that, but guess what? You yourself only have 24 hours as well. If you're putting in all the time to reply to everything, to show up to these little meetings and stuff, whereas you don't really see a gain, let's say you set your time to be worth $1,000 an hour, right?
Correct.
And now you're sitting here for an hour doing
that's $1,000.
Now you're sitting here for HR replying to emails or like text messages when you could just hire someone else to do it. So you downgraded your time to now a $10 job to fill that 1 hour just because you didn't want to delegate someone else to do it.
That's good.
Yeah, when you start scaling to this level, you have to understand, you have to let go of some responsibilities you were used to doing. See, this is what happens when you start leveling up and start getting to the systems. Later on, I'm pretty sure once you get bigger, bro, you don't have time to set up all the camera.
Yeah, bro.
Hire a cameraman. He's gonna do it. He's gonna follow you around for the whole day. And that's what I learned with Weston Chaplin. He had 3 cameramen when I saw him.
Followed him around all day?
Yes, all day.
Crazy.
Literally 3 cameras in my face, just ready to go. When me and my friend were just parked on the side looking for duplexes for like a flip, he randomly was just driving his backwards truck, and then we ran into him. I was like, what the heck? But 3 cameramen pull out, like full A7s, full lenses, full everything, and it makes you realize, like, if you try to do it by himself, impossible. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna scale to the point, just because you're selfish. Like, I get it. When you first start the business, everything is in your control, but at some point, you have to let go of some of that control. And even though they're not a perfect replica of you, or they don't know exactly how you think, it's 50% is better than 0% in some direction.
That's good.
You can work them.
That's good. Absolutely.
Yeah. If anything, you can have them be like, "Hey, I would like for you to hang out with me for a whole week and see my habits, see my stuff." And at least they pick up some things.
Absolutely.
Because having two people that are somewhat similar to you, like 50% or 20%, even 20% in capacity, they can split your loads. Like you can have someone now like let's say you're in real estate and you're construction, you can have those two guys now do the quotes and go to the job site.
Absolutely.
You don't have to. You'll just be on the phone with the next job site, the next thing.
Correct.
You know?
That's good, man.
Yeah, the same thing. I mean, people are gonna call it a course shill when I make a course, but I'm realistically taking my time and building it and then having.
You're making the course right now?
Yeah,
good.
Working on it.
Good.
Because again, it buys time, it buys freedom. Because teaching is cool, like one-on-one, it's a personal connection. I actually teach them
it's time, you have to spend time.
Yes, because
and it's limited to whatever classroom or whatever.
Imagine you book yourself up and be like, you have 100 students, whatever, you're making good money. Guess how many hours you have to put in every day? It doesn't feel fun no more. It feels like a job.
It feels like work.
You know,
yeah,
mentoring,
absolutely.
I could cut it off right now and still be good. And that's the whole point, and that's the beauty. But like a course, it's accessible to everybody, and it's always there for them 24/7, and then there'll always be at least a couple mentees.
It's on their time after that.
There's a couple mentors or mentees that I have delegated to answer questions, FAQs.
That's good, man.
See? Like, but
that's good.
People are so short-sighted where it's like, nah, bro, I gotta run everything. I gotta have the most profit. I gotta have the most things. You gotta be willing to let go of that rope sometimes.
What I tell people is this, I tell people, you can do good things by yourself, but you'll never do anything great. Anything great requires a team. You look at sports. It requires a team.
You'll do it great. You just won't do it fast. If you have a team, you'll do it great
too.
and fast.
You're gonna hit a ceiling. Everybody has a ceiling.
You'll hit a ceiling cap because you only have 24 hours. You only have so much financial. This is why, like in the city, if you just put 5 realistic homies that wanted to do something, a duplex even, they all put 20K down, they could build that duplex. Yes, they can each pull out their own little loan to build it, done. Flip it, split your shares. It might not be much, and I think that's where people fail to realize. People think like, oh, I'm not getting much from this. Well, yeah, you're splitting it 5 ways, but at least it's a start. You have some income proof. You have some exposure to business, and that's where people they don't understand 9 to 5 is that way because it's for the most part secure until like a financial crisis happens. But you work for someone else. You make the penny where someone else makes the dime or dollar.
Absolutely.
Business, it's all on you. But then that's when you have to realize to let go of some responsibilities that now you feel is a $10 job. It's like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. I got to delegate it to someone else.
For sure.
Like you yourself value your time more, right? Correct.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People either hoard it all to themselves or they don't. They delegate too much. Like,
ooh, talk about that.
They get so excited, like just being like, oh yeah, I made my first thing in that. I gotta buy the newest camera. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do this. You know, or I gotta get more contractors. Shiny object syndrome is a thing, bro. You'll always want to start delegating yourself to do anything and everything.
Right.
But the way I see that is you're a jack of all trades. You know everything, but you're amateur/mediocre at everything then.
Compared to being really great at anything.
Yeah, compared to being a T, like an upside down T, where you're one specific thing that you're really, really nailing.
You're right.
People know me in the city for Amazon, and now I'm starting to do private lending and then like real estate. Real estate you can do in the background without like much like handing, but like private lending and Amazon, it's like my main thing. Because
for sure,
all the time, bro, it pops up like I could do an ATM machine, I can flip a restaurant, I can do this, I can do that. It just becomes like I could do it. But I'm stretching myself too thin then.
Yeah.
I think of it like, let's say like your Wi-Fi box.
Okay.
You only have one person connect. It's the strongest connection you're gonna have.
Yep.
2, okay, it's still strong. But when you have 20 different connections lined up.
And they all trying to do some high quality streaming or something.
So regardless of business, it also relates to a relationship, you know? Or like in the talking stage, when you're talking to one person, that's where your strongest connection goes. And that's where people falter. Like now we have internet, it's quick. Same thing with business, so it correlates with each other.
Absolutely.
Relationship people are always quick to jump on the next one. It's like, I have options. It's the same thing with business. They think they have options.
Yeah.
If you just stuck with it long enough for a year or 2 or 3, you'll see results. You'll see progress.
You're right.
But people try it for 3 days, a week, and expect
it didn't work for me.
Expect the returns of a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's like opening a restaurant. When you first buy it, you still have to renovate it. You still have to build the recipes. You have to build the clientele.
Absolutely.
The grand opening is your hugest spike, but after that, you have to be willing to eat your teeth and just no clients, one to 2 clients. You have to now build trust with people to actually come back on a daily.
For sure.
Yeah, see, like I've learned a lot for just being 25, and it's crazy because most people tell me, like, damn, like where did you learn this
where'd
from?
you learn your stuff? Yeah, for
but
sure.
It's a natural habit. But I think it also comes from when I was a bodybuilder too. So
okay, let's talk. Ooh,
yeah,
let's talk about that.
Yeah, I went from
never knew that.
I went from 192 to 150, 192 to 142. So 50 pounds in 15 weeks.
How's that even possible?
It was crazy, dude. I drink like 2 gallons of water daily. An hour and a half of cardio for the first 10 weeks.
Are we running? Are we doing stairs? What are we doing cardio?
Max incline speed 3.
Max incline speed 3 on stairs or on the treadmill?
Treadmill. Stairs would, oh man, my butt feeling that, but no,
That's crazy.
It would be max incline. Yeah, I had super shredded. I mean, conditioned, and then on top of that, I mean, on top of my own time, I went out of my way to do 10K steps every day too. So when I still had a normal job, I would literally, when I took my breaks, I would walk around the building.
Let me ask you this: what is the deal with 10,000 steps? You're the 4th person this week that has been like, I'm trying to do 10,000 that I've met, like for real, straight up. They're like, man, I'm trying to do 10,000 steps today. What's the deal with 10,000? What's the?
I think to some degree, it's just a fancy number to people. Like 10K just fits better than 6K, because 6K is actually the average that you need.
Okay.
But 10K in your head is just like, okay, like I can do 10K, and like 10K, I think it just hits that burn rate in your body once you finally hit it. Like you're like above average minimum burn that you need. So let's say you could survive off of 10K without working out, without like, you can eat like a little shitty diet, but diet is like the main thing.
Diet is key, man.
Yeah.
Diet is key.
If you have a good diet and 10K steps, you'll see progress. So even if you're the laziest person that doesn't want to go to the gym, as long as you walk, you're good. This is, I think it pertains more that people hit the 10K steps if you have an office job or a sit still.
Absolutely.
But for people on the daily, as long as you do some type of physical work, I think you should be fine. But I think the way I am now is because of bodybuilding, because people like to think, oh, he's probably easy, he probably got steroids, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's a compliment, because I didn't use it.
Even if you take steroids, you still got to put the work in.
Exactly, and that's why I tell people, you can be on steroids and you could look like the weirdest, like, goblin, you know, like you could like be deformed here, like your muscles are big here and not here, but besides the point, it really taught you, like, you have to lock in, you have to be the boring guy, you have to not go out to eat.
Yeah, every phone call you're rejecting.
Yeah.
Straight up. I can't go out, I can't.
I had an hour and a half of cardio to do, 2 gallons of water, 6 meals a day on top of the hour and a half workout. And week to week, I got skinnier, so I got weaker to some degree.
Absolutely, yeah.
You still maintain your strength for like the first 5 weeks of the program, but once I started getting to like the end, like the end, like 7 weeks, man, dude, carrying a 45-pound weight felt like the heaviest freaking thing.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
You start losing strength rapidly once you like get to that final part. You basically maintain it for a good amount, but once you start cutting food even lower and lower and lower, and just more water, you're just gaslighting your system and be like, I'm full, but it's just water.
Got you.
But it really taught you, like, you had to, if you wanted to win, because you don't know who your competitors are.
I think that's the craziest thing.
You can't scout the game. You can't like business or anything. You can't scout the business out. Like for bodybuilding, there was no way you could scout your competitors.
That's so wild. I never thought about that before.
When you sign up, when you sign up,
you just got to do your best.
There could be a guy. There could be a guy that it's his first time, but he's been working out for 6 years planning for this. Well, then you're screwed, buddy. You know? Like, I don't know. So in my mind, in my mind, it just fired up. You have to be ready for anything at any moment.
For sure.
So sometimes my brother would be like, "You want a French fry?" I was like, "Fuck no, bro." Like, nah,
I want that fry, bro.
That single calorie makes a difference. You know, everything. Like, I had to realize, I was like, one little mistake, I'm gonna be punching the wall. You know, like in my head. You know.
Absolutely.
Because imagine, you get announced second place, you did all that work, 10K steps, 2 gallons of water.
That one fry, bro.
All because, And I think that's when a man is made, bro. Discipline.
For sure.
I don't care if you do it through bodybuilding, through whatever, but you have to power through it regardless of motivation. Motivation comes and goes.
Correct.
You'll have a little spike of like, oh yeah, like the 3 a.m. showers or whatever. Like, yeah, I feel good. Or like you and your homies are talking about dreams, but realistically, he might or might not do it. But for you, it was like, yeah. You're talking about it. So you get that quick dopamine. Same thing with like how like short-term things are, like vapes, smokes. They make you feel good. So they deviate you from the path.
Correct.
Taking that hit you didn't do anything, but you felt good.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
So same thing here when you're telling your homies about your dreams, all this stuff, like what you're about to achieve. You haven't achieved it yet, but what you're about to achieve. That's why they say keep it to yourself until it's done. Like,
keep it to yourself till it's done.
No one even knew that this AP was coming until I popped it out, you know? I wasn't like kept posting. It was like, hey, you know, AP coming in. I made one mysterious post saying my jeweler's looking for an AP. And that's it.
And that's it.
And then my jeweler found it. Same thing with the Lambo, bro. I didn't really post all that often, like, hey, yo, another car's coming, another car's coming. No.
Why did you choose the Lambo?
I think for me, it was a dream car, but also, I mean, status symbol.
A statement, absolutely.
Statement piece.
It's something. It's kind of like.
I could have settled and gone for an Audi R8, but
yes, you could have.
I could have bought a Z06. I could have bought any other car, but I think the main point is it was one of my dream cars, but also it's a statement piece, bro. You can't fake a Lambo.
You can't.
I don't care if people say it's rented. I mean, I guess I've rented it for 6 months now, or leased. Regardless. You know how hard it is to get a lease on any Super?
It's almost impossible. For real. And I mean, your bank account got to be crazy, but
your bank has to look at you and approve it. And if not, approve it. And if not, if you're not financing it, guess what? You have to be cash ready. So either way, getting that at that age is a statement in itself. And that's the thing. You'll have to be okay with envious people, bro. No matter what, there'll always be evil eye
witness. Bro. Exactly. Tell them. Talk about it, man.
It's always gonna be a thing. You'll have complete strangers roll down the window, root for you, and be like, "Nice car." But your own friends, they'll look at your stories, they'll look at your posts. They won't bat an eye. They won't like it. They won't say anything. Yep. But you're used to it, bro. Like once you're in the game and you understand where you're at,
you're right.
They see themselves. They had more potential, but they didn't do it. No hate. See, this is why I don't take it I don't take it from a hateful place. So that's why when I posted yesterday on that story, I didn't give the haters an eye, you know? I was like, hey, bros to bros, I hope you achieve it, you know?
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, you only have one life. Why am I so stuck on haters? Why am I so stuck on people that talk, but I don't know them at all?
Yeah.
I like in the most respectful way. Like I just don't know them. It's like who cares, you know?
Yeah. Social media has given everybody a platform to say how they feel,
and that's okay. See,
a ton of people,
it's
right?
Public opinion, yeah.
But man,
I'm pretty sure plenty of people talk their stuff when you finally launched your humble greatness studio.
Absolutely,
yeah, exactly.
Everybody was like, "Bro, it's not gonna work. It's in Kansas. You're gonna do Kansas like rappers and singers."
Everywhere you go, if you get some criticism, you know you're going the right way.
Absolutely.
You know, just like I have an upcoming event with a couple of homies. So,
okay, let's talk about it.
So me and my girl are like huge sponsors for the ICT Michelada Fest, you know? That's
okay, yeah.
But he was also talking about it. He was like, dude, I'm getting a lot of flack from old heads. Because it's like, but then I told him, I was like, think about it. The old heads didn't think of it first. They didn't do it. They're not taking initiative. You out here are reaching out, getting sponsorships, getting things planned out, marketing it. Like, you're on the right path, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the craziest thing is people are so worked about other people's opinions. So same thing with like posting. Like you're gonna think like, oh, this person's gonna watch me from my city and blah blah blah, say some shit. But fast forward 5 years, dude. Like fast forward 3 years for me. I don't even know these people anymore. I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like all those people doubting, oh, you'll never win, bro. Like at first, like I didn't know how to diet. Yes, dude. So I was eating salads and putting like a crap ton of like ranch on it. And I was like, dude, why am I not losing weight? And then you finally realize, holy shit, like the ranch, like this was like way back. But like you have doubters at every stage, bro. And then those doubters are like the undercovers that are like, bro, I was rooting for you the entire time. I was like, no, you weren't, bro. I know you weren't.
I tell rappers that all the time. I said, watch,
yeah.
You'll have a music video shoot. You'll invite all your friends. None of them will show. And then it'll blow up. And then everybody in the comments is gonna be like, oh, that's my day one. And da-da-da. It's like that. I know. The industry I'm in, bro, I know. The entertainment business is crazy.
I feel you, bro.
It's crazy. So what did you do? So let me ask you, what got you into bodybuilding? Did you meet somebody? Did you ever?
Yeah,
you just want to challenge yourself.
Kind of, and also like a statement piece, like how I did with my car now, you know. But 2018, bro, just super, super big, like just acne, all that stuff. So I finally was like getting tired of it. And like I did have a gym partner when I first started.
Okay.
But he wouldn't be as ambitious as I was. And I was like, dude, why do you want to go 6 days a week? That's a lot. Like I want to go like 3 times a week. And then I started going on my own. It was a little scary, you know?
Yeah.
Really scary to go on your own for a little bit. The most embarrassing part was, dude, I had not enough muscle to even lift the bar from benching. Like it was stuck on me when I first started, bro. I was like, that's how light I was. See? But sometimes, but then the thing you realize is those embarrassing moments are only strictly towards you. Yeah. No one else is gonna be like,
nobody remembers that, bro.
Remember that one time you couldn't lift
nobody remembers that.
Only your friend that was there, maybe. But that goes back to the haters with like, if it's not gonna matter, like, think about it for 5 minutes. If it's not gonna matter in 5 years, just forget about it. Forget about it.
That's good advice.
Yeah,
bro.
those backhand.
That's really good advice.
Those backhand comments, those backhand like rooting for you, like who cares? Because in 5 years, we'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll see. You know, same thing here. 3 years later, we'll see. Where are we at, bro?
We're gonna be doing some great stuff.
I've had some friends that make poor decisions, get into terrible relationships. It's toxic. They don't really care, and then you kind of have to cut them off because they are grown adults. They make their own decisions.
Having a good partner is a cheat code in life.
It is a cheat code, bro.
It is. It really is.
You're spending all your time with them, and your guys' energy invades each other.
Correct.
So if that's not the partner, it's going to be draining for you. It's super really going to be draining. Yeah. Because if you have a partner that doesn't support your business, you're always going to be constantly met with like disgruntledness, like bad mouthing. And it's like, and that's never good. Or like the other way, they're just waiting for you to be rich. And then once you finally have all the money, then they can't cut. Yeah. Get the bag. Like you have to find that middle ground that's like they have some fire in them. They want to do something with their life too. That pushes each other. You know. I mean, that's why my girl's, rapping. So if you guys want a full rap, not rapping as in like rap, but car raps, you know? So
get your car rap. Okay.
Yeah, get your car raps.
That's dope. She have her own spot business, what? Okay. Yep. Yeah. What's it called?
Street raps.
Street raps.
Yep,
here in Wichita.
Street rap. Yep, here in Wichita.
That's awesome.
Female rapper, bro. Female rapper.
So how long have you guys been together?
Roughly 11 months, almost a year.
Okay.
She has her own business. She started that, and
How'd you guys meet?
On the highway.
No way.
That'll be for another day, but we met on the highway, dude. It was when I was driving my vet, but.
Do you still have the vet?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I didn't have to sell the vet to get the Lambo. Whoa. Because that's what some haters were saying. Oh, he probably sold that thing. I was like, oh, wow.
I still got it.
Looks like they're both still here.
What color's the vet?
It's white, but it's getting wrapped like a chrome chain shift color shifting color.
Girlfriend's wrapping it. Mm-hmm. You get a discount on the wrap?
No, you have to buy them full, but the wrap labor's free.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Perks of having a rapper girlfriend. But it's also perks of having a business boyfriend. So like when you have to ask about, hey, is my spending income ratio to expenses good? Should we be going out a lot? Should we be having these trips? And then I remind her, I'm like, we have to hit milestones because you can't get rushed. It's like I started a business, and then you have that quick dopamine thinking like you're all that, right? You know. And I had
that's gonna humble you real quick, bro.
Humbles you real quick. Or like when people finally touch their new money, like they finally hit 5K, 10K a month, and they get all this excitement. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna buy nice things. That's where you crumble real fast. Just because when I first got any ounce of money, I didn't.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't buy the CA, dude. I literally set up a trust fund for my parents, and then I bought the CA because I realized the CA.
But where did you learn that from? Like, who taught you that? Because most people are just gonna spend. So what hits your mind? Like, let me ask you this first. Do you have brothers or sisters?
I have a brother.
You have one brother.
Yeah, he's day trading.
Okay, gotcha. So did you teach him how to do that?
Yes. So I bought
it. Okay.
I bought him a bunch of courses as anyone would, because as many people knock on it, there are some bad apples in the game.
Of course, but that's everywhere.
But when you realize the course is it's not a 100% guarantee that you'll succeed.
For sure.
It does. If you find the right courses, it shortens your time. Just like a mentor, it shortens your time. If you knew a guy that was already a successful rapper and now gave you clout or some push or some insight about your lyrics and stuff, that pushes you so much faster than you being like, does this lyric sound right? Does this sound right? It speeds you up so much faster.
Let's talk about, so have you had a mentor?
I do.
How many do you have? Because you have multiple businesses.
I have.
Or do you have a mentor for every business?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's the way I learn, basically, because it's like I'm pro for it. I'm pro mentor. Like, you have to get someone in the field that you want to do.
Absolutely. I believe you 100%.
It'll save you time, mistakes, and money that you're just gonna go through. Like tattoo artists, they have a mentor.
Yeah.
Barbers, they have a mentor. Like,
you're right, bro.
You know, everybody. If you want to excel and succeed in life, you gotta let go of that greedy mindset where it's like, I'm gonna do it by myself.
Man.
Yep.
Got to. You have to.
Why pay you when I can learn it on the internet? Okay, go do it then. Why are you reaching out to me? See, it's the same people that reach out to you. It's like, damn, you charge. It's like,
you have to.
Well, YouTube's free. Go ahead. But guess what YouTube's gonna do? All the information is not in one place. It's scattered, or it's an 8-hour video that you don't want to watch.
Yeah, that you don't want to watch.
You realistically don't.
And then if I need your help right now in real time,
it's not real time.
It's not.
But then also some of those videos are helpful for a little bit, and then they basically put a cheese on the actual core strap. Yes, exactly. See, everything free. There's some catch. They give you just enough of a nibble to be like, I'm in.
Yeah, you're right.
So regardless, it's like regardless.
That's what I was learning with camera stuff. When I started off recording and stuff.
If you want to be self-taught, it's going to take some time.
Self-taught takes a lot of time.
Yep.
So I joined with Troy Andrews. He owns a filming company called Drew Vision Cinema. Right?
See, you have to join something you're gaining experience, you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining the mistakes that they made so you don't make it.
And you're gaining real life experience. I never went to film school and I've shot 3 movies. Never been to film school ever, but I was blessed to be in a position and I had the opportunity and I said yes to it. Why not? And I initially said yes to Troy because he was better than me. Yeah. When he showed me his videos, I'm like, bro, you're amazing, bro. Yes, I would have joined you. You're better than me, so let me learn something. It's exactly what I did. It made sense.
Well, that's the thing, right? How old are you?
How old am I? Guess. You gotta guess. You have to.
28.
I wish.
Younger?
No.
Older?
Absolutely.
30? 31? 35? 38?
Yep.
But that's the thing. There'll never be a good, perfect time.
Never.
But there's never a late time if you start.
Never.
You know? Like, you're 38, I'm 25. There's a 13-year difference, but, like, we're both on our own little grind. It's like, it comes to the point, you either do it and at least know you tried, or go through it and by the time you're 60 and haven't done anything for yourselves, you, like, have that real regret sink in. Yeah. Because you don't know where you go. Like, we realistically don't know where we go, but I'd rather have a fulfilled life knowing
Absolutely.
I tried.
You did everything that you could. And I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy was like, the most expensive place on the planet is the cemetery. Because that's where everybody's hopes and dreams. There's so many hopes and dreams in a cemetery that never came out, bro. They never took the risk.
It's a good quote, too. If you're fearful of the cost of a new life, imagine the cost of staying in the same place. Yeah, keeping the old one, you know?
Absolutely, bro.
I reflect that a lot on, like, when I'm going to the gym and I see the same people saying, oh yeah, I'll do it next week, I'll do it this and then, bro, more than half of the year's over for 2025 and people have nothing to show for it.
Yeah, you're right.
The same people that I love them, I want to support them, but I hear the same thing and I'm like, bro, half the year's over and I haven't seen anything.
No growth.
No growth, man.
So where did you see yourself by the time you hit 30, bro? Where do you see yourself? Are you still gonna be in Wichita?
Maybe.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I think Wichita's good and bad, you know, for the mom mentality here is crazy. Yeah, for good and bad.
Yeah.
The support here is good, but also the opposite direction. But also, I think I'm starting to reach the cap of, like, not growth potential, but just, like, environment potential. Because when I pull up in my vehicle, at my age, I am, like, one of the only few that can say that, you
Absolutely.
know. But whereas I go to Cali, Texas, Florida, it's gonna humble me. I'm not the only one. There's another young fella around my age, if not a little older, that has 3 of those, 4 of those.
What does he do?
I'm just saying, like, in general, he does real estate, but, like, you know,
there you go. Yep.
I have friends like that, and it makes me realize, I'm like, I think my environment's just, like, I can only do so much, you know?
You might be maxed out here, bro. Like, for real, I'm being serious.
Max stats, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That.
I met my girlfriend, you know, and we've been growing, so I've been taking time away from that because if I didn't, I probably would have moved already to Texas to expand. But
Dallas, Houston, which one are you thinking?
Austin?
Yeah.
Tech City, yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's what I finally realized, because when you go to Cali or any of those other places, you can pay for a $200 gym membership and show up and you'll see exotics. I don't care if they're rentals, at least that's levels. There's levels. Like,
absolutely. I'm glad you said that, man.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that.
Like when you finally cross 5K, you're like, okay, great. You know, that's above average of a working. And then once you make 10K, 20K, and it's just up. And you've realized some people shit a meal a day. A week,
which is crazy.
It's like, what?
It's doable. It's possible.
Like, that's why when I go anywhere, like an old fart's like, nice watch, because they know what
it is.
Yeah, only specific people. When you look at it, they're like, damn, how the hell do you have that? You know, that's what impresses the older generation.
Correct.
The younger generation, they flock to that. You know, which is good. But you know, it was a dream car, and I got it. I mean, it's not my final one. I'm not gonna spoil it. No, bro, I can't.
He about to buy the Batmobile, bro.
Oh man, dude, buy the set one.
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna buy the Batmobile. It's either the Batmobile or it's gonna be Vin Diesel's car. It's gonna be one of them, or maybe Paul Walker's Skyline. I don't know.
Yeah, but I kind of realized it's like I only have time for those, and like I wish I could do YouTube like full time or whatever, but it's just
you gotta have a camera crew, bro. You need somebody that wants to sit down and edit everything.
That's what I'm saying. Wichita only has so much you can do. Unless I move out and buy like a farmyard and do all that stuff, then you can wake up and do all these crazy things. But day to day, there's not much. Like in Miami or Texas or whatever, you can hop off a helicopter the next day, go on jet skis on the ocean side here.
Yeah.
You walk the keepers, you rock climb, you walk the Nature Valley Park.
That's about it. We good?
Yeah, that's about it.
We good here.
But it teaches me a lot that I've lived here for the majority, because it teaches me to be resilient in the mundane, the silence, the boredom. Yeah. Because then once I finally move to a city that's like popping, man, you're ready, because then you're already mentally trained to lock yourself in at home too.
And you're gonna be more motivated, like, because you see everybody else getting to it, and you're like, I want to get there.
What do you do? Yeah, and what do you do?
I think that that's the amazing part, bro.
But here I'm nearing.
You probably scaled out of here, bro. At your age, for sure, for real.
Yeah, and it's like, exactly. I mean, the only other people I could probably meet is, and again, D'Adrian by chance, or like Tanner Brungard here, or like some other people, but that cap's like getting there, because everywhere I pull up, I'm the spotlight, When I pull up to a car meet and not any of those other ones are there, you have all the spotlight, bro. Everyone pulls up, everyone pulls their cameras, everyone's ready to go. So
tell me about your car club. Are you the head of your car club?
Yes, so it's me and my girl, and then Dakota. So we all like three have it set up, but kind of like it's been too hot, bro. I don't want to throw an event, bro. It's just too hot right now. And
it's burning in Wichita right now, by the way. Burning, bro. And
at nighttime it's a little sketch. So at nighttime I'd rather have rollouts, because break-ins have been a thing, breaking in over at Maze and stuff like that. So I've been staying away from that a little bit, but probably when it gets cooler, we'll throw an event.
That'd be cool. What does the event look like? What does that mean?
We'll probably
like some Fast and the Furious type stuff.
Yeah, we probably will have a meetup spot where we all meet up, and then maybe do we all roll out together, have some a camera crew or two, do the rollers in the city.
I'll be there.
Maybe when I'm big enough,
I'll be there.
Have the cops walk out a whole fucking.
For real, absolutely.
That's what they did in Texas, bro. They got so big that they just blocked off an entire highway for them to do it.
So crazy.
But I mean, that's the end goal for that car club. See, but if I never had started, I wouldn't have over 800 members in there right now.
That's crazy. Let me ask you this: all your members aren't from Wichita, though.
Yeah, not all of them.
But they're like surrounding city, and they'll drive here.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that's dope, bro.
But imagine you didn't start. See. You never made the club, you never made anything, like you don't know. You really don't know. If you don't, the whole point of marketing is to put you out there.
Absolutely.
And then branding is to build trust. When you don't have neither one of those, it doesn't work. If you don't have marketing, no one knows who the hell you are. Who cares?
Yeah.
Branding, if no one can trust you, then why would I go with you? So even if you are seen, you're not trusted. And even if you're
dropping some jewels, man. Dropping some jewels.
Yeah, and if you are And if you're not seen, but you have trust, then who's gonna go to you? Yeah, marketing and branding go hand in hand, bro. If you don't have one, you can't have the other.
I think that's where a lot of, especially for what I do with artists, that's where they're stuck at. Like, you gotta have the budget to do what you do, but you also gotta have the budget to market. It's just like, I tell people all the time, you can turn on the TV and McDonald's markets, and they got money, right? So if you're not marketing, I don't care how good your whatever you have is. I don't care how good your product is. If your product is good and nobody knows about it, it doesn't matter.
You can have the best meal plan
Of all time,
but you've never marketed it in your life. You've never pushed it. No one's gonna know, man.
Nobody's gonna know. And your customer, like we said earlier, is most likely somebody who you don't know. Your biggest customer is somebody who you don't know.
Yes, you're
straight up.
Yes, your biggest customer, your closest friends, probably most likely will be a complete stranger because they have the same vibe link and they're waiting for someone just like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To click.
Absolutely, 100%.
Man, talked about so much topics today. They just went from boop, boop, boop.
Yo, you can see me. This place is. Tell them again where we're at. One more time, please.
We're at Paris Banh Mi on Greenwich.
Yep. It's so good, man.
It's good. Don't be mistaken for the one on Seneca. This one's better.
Also, they have 2 locations.
But they're franchised, see, so that's different.
I gotcha.
So the taste and flavor here is made differently. So it depends which one you like. They have their own extra menu items. Like, okay. I don't think this is part of that. Or like the bread is, because that's the whole, like, banh mi. Banh mi is bread, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bread, you know. But in terms of everything else, like the delectables and all that other stuff, they make it here, and I feel more resonant with like how like home food should taste.
For sure.
So, man, I put them on.
We appreciate it. So, do you have anything else you want to tell them, man? Anything?
Like, comment, subscribe on my channel Convet, and also follow me on Instagram and Facebook if you want more motivational push or
motivational information, maybe.
Yeah, motivational information if you want to learn more about Amazon or mentoring wise or private lending. I post it. I have it all on my stories and result layouts, and then I have several YouTube videos that break it down with students that have already done it. So
awesome.
Yep.
No, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, of course, bro.
Thank you for your time, man. It's another episode of Humble Talks. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.